Hi everyone! Today I'm looking at 12 idioms that involve different body parts. You might have heard some of them before, but maybe you haven't. Make sure you watch to the end because I will put them all together into a little story. Let's get cracking. To have one's head on straight. This is when you are able to think or act in a very clear, calm and rational way. A person who has their head on straight is a very sensible, reasonable person. I like our new manager. She seems to have her head on straight, not like the last one. At the back of one's mind. This is a thought that is always there somewhere in your mind. You are aware of it even though it is not the main thing you are thinking about. But it keeps coming back. He left university early to get a job, but finishing his degree is always at the back of his mind. I try to relax, but my to-do list is always at the back of my mind. Written all over or in your face. Your facial expression tells what's happening with your thoughts or emotions. It is very obvious to people what you are thinking or feeling. She pretended to be unconcerned, but her worry was written all over her face. His terror of spiders was written all over his face. Eyes in the back of your head. If someone has eyes in the back of their head, they seem to notice everything that is happening around them. How can Mum know what we're up to? She must have eyes in the back of her head. You need to have eyes in the back of your head to look after toddlers all day. To have someone's ear. This is to have the interest or attention of someone, especially someone in a position of power or authority. You are able to influence them. Henry has the boss's ear, so it shouldn't be hard to push this proposal through. To be up to your neck, or ears, or eyeballs in something. This can have two meanings. The first one is when you have too much of something, or you were very much involved in something. You feel like you are immersed in that thing, up to here, or here, or here. It's like you were drowning in it. I can't come out for a drink after work. I am up to my neck in reports. You look like you're up to your ears in wedding preparations. Planning a wedding can be quite overwhelming. The second way to use this is a similar concept, being immersed in something or heavily involved, but the situation is very bad. The president was up to his neck in scandal, but it didn't affect his popularity. When the chief of police resigned, he was up to his eyeballs in corruption charges. To give someone a slap or a pat on the back. This is an expression of approval or praise. Someone might actually physically do this, like a coach when a player scores a goal, or they might just use their words. Slap on the back is more common in North America, where they're a bit more gregarious, whereas in the UK we'd probably just say pat on the back. Anyway, some examples. The boss gave me a slap on the back when I scored a big contract for the company. You've all done so well with your English learning. Give yourselves a pat on the back. To go with your gut. Your gut is technically your stomach. You know when something is wrong and you feel it down here. That's what we're talking about. If you go with your gut, you follow your intuition or instinct, your feelings instead of fact or logic. You might say you have a gut feeling, a gut response. My gut tells me is another thing that people often say. My gut tells me that something's wrong with my daughter. Well, you should go with your gut and call the police. To elbow someone aside. This is to push someone using your elbow like this. He elbowed me aside and jumped the queue. But it can also refer to when you push someone aside, but not physically. He elbowed aside anyone who got in his way to get the top job. To keep one's hands clean. This expression, to have your hands clean, means that you are innocent of any wrongdoing. You were not involved with that robbery. Your hands are clean. Similarly, if you keep your hands clean, you don't become involved with something that is wrong or illegal. After years of corruption in this government, we want a leader who can keep their hands clean. But we can also use this if someone keeps a distance from something that is wrong or illegal, even though they are not innocent. The boss of a criminal organization might be able to keep their hands clean so they don't do anything illegal themselves, but they order others to do it for them. So they keep a distance from the criminal activities, even though they are very much in charge and involved. I don't know how he keeps his hands clean, but I know he's in it up to his neck. See what I did there? 2 idioms for the price of 1. Leg up. Literally, a leg up is when someone gives you a boost so you can reach something high up. Give me a leg up so I can climb over this fence. But it can also be a figurative boost, like when you gain an advantage in a situation or over another person. My qualifications and experience should give me a leg up in this job interview. Sucking up to the boss won't give you a leg up in this company. Ooh, there's an extra phrasal verb for you. Sucking up to someone is when you overtly flatter, praise, or serve them. I got you a coffee, just how you like it. Have you lost weight? You're the best boss we've ever had. That's sucking up. A foot in the door. A foot in the door is a chance to do something that could lead to further opportunities, especially in employment. I don't really like my job, but it's a foot in the door. Making business contacts can help you get a foot in the door for your career. Okay, now I'm going to put them all together into a story to help you see each expression in context. I work in the mailroom of a big company. It's not a great job, but it's a foot in the door. The company has a new manager, Laura. She's fantastic. I think she has eyes in the back of her head. She doesn't miss anything. Laura has her head on straight, not like our last manager, Bob. Bob had elbowed aside many other people to get that job. Bob always seemed to have a leg up, mostly because he had the ear of the company owner, Jack. Anyway, Bob was up to his eyeballs in debt, and because of that, he had trouble keeping his hands clean. George, in the finance department, knew that something wasn't adding up. It was always at the back of his mind that something was wrong, but he didn't know what. Eventually, George went with his gut and called Jack. Well, Bob had been stealing from the company. When the police came to arrest Bob, his guilt was written all over his face. Jack gave George a pat on the back for his good work and a pay rise. Okay, that's all for today. I hope it helped. Please leave a like and subscribe if it did. Thanks for watching. Bye.